What's up, crypto community, and welcome to a new one. Today I'm gonna be talking about the Piggybank. That's a protocol inside the animal farm. Now, I haven't done any video about the animal farm previously, nor the drip garden. I might do that in the future, but today I want to tackle this particular underlying protocol because I think right now it's the highlight and everyone is a bit concerned as to why the price continues falling and what's gonna be happening with everyone's funds that are a bit locked. So I'm just gonna quickly go over what the protocol is about and what differs it towards other minters or miners, and as to why this one is prone to stand the test of time and potentially give us the returns that we hope we will be getting at the end of it. So this one you don't want to miss. Let's go. Alright, so yeah, as I mentioned, now the big concern is about the price action. I mean, it started at where the previous PIGS token stopped trading, and then it went all the way to about 223, 224, and then it all began to fall down. Now, before getting too technical, just understand that we are in a bear market. And during a bear market, investors usually tend to let go of risk-on assets, especially DeFi and especially coins that are not very prolific yet. Bitcoin dominance rises, people start selling everything DeFi. They want to get their hands on as much as stable coins that they can get their hands on, and then they would either consolidate to the blue chips or exit their positions on all in all. So this is something that you need to keep in mind. It's not just the new PIGS token that is underperforming, it's just the overall market sentiment. Now the Piggybank, I'm gonna just quickly go over the Piggybank. Yeah, so right now we have about 1.1 million PIGS LP tokens. Now, first thing I want to mention is that the Piggybank acts with a liquidity pool token, which is different from normal minters, whereas they take the whatever token or coin that you're gonna invest in and you're gonna get back in return a certain amount of that coin or token. Now, yeah, I just hover to this, for example. I mean, there are thousands of these, but yeah, that's the generic thing. Like, you invest, like in this case it's BNB, and then you get in return BNB based on the eggs you put in, based on the contract balance, because right, if that drops, means you're gonna get less. So that 8% is falsehood, in my opinion, because people think, or it's the conception, and it's misconceptualized, because people think it's 8% of their money, whereas it's just 8% of the value of the X today, and that value decreases on a daily basis as more people compound. I mentioned this because the difference here is that you're entering Piggybank with PIGS LP generated by PancakeSwap. If you want to add liquidity, I'm just gonna quickly go over this. You click on add liquidity, and then you have to pair up two tokens. In this case, it's gonna be it's gonna be AFP, so the new PIGS token, and BUSD, and then boom, you have it. And then afterwards, you come here and you buy the piglets, which is the underlying asset of the Piggybank. So the underlying asset of the Piggybank is what generates you this 3% daily. And that goes into my second difference between Piggybank and miners, is that it offers a somewhat realistic daily percentage in DeFi versus the minimum 8% that these other miners are giving. This gives you 3%, but the 3% decreases rather quickly if you claim a lot, which is still nice, still in touch with the drip guardian that also gives you 3%. And other difference here is that you have the choice to lock up your deposit for a certain period of time, from 1 week minimum all the way, I think, to 156 weeks. And you see the bonus that increases as you lock up more. So all of this is gonna be added to your stake as you compound. If I go down, I mean, I just compounded today, but this is where the magic happens. You see, so you have 3 actions. You can only sell if you're in an unlocked state. So basically, if you bought the piglets with 0 weeks lock duration, I chose to lock mine for 3 different duration times, and of course the allocation goes from higher to lower as your time lock increases, so you have less risk, right? I mean, it makes sense, at least for me though. And yeah, so what I'm doing right now is just I'm compounding every single day whenever that timer hits 0. I mean, I try to time it well. If no, then at least I'm off by an hour or 2 maximum. So that's another cool feature that you have here. And the liquidity part is also very interesting, because the more liquidity is generated, right, the more price action is somewhat, you know, I wouldn't call it sustainable, but at least price impact is not as large. It would have been much larger if we didn't have the liquidity we have, 13.6 million. That's about 30% of the market cap right now. So that's a lot. That's really a lot. And that definitely comes from whatever is locked here, right? So, and also, of course, when it was deployed on PancakeSwap. Now going into my third case when it comes to the difference between this and a normal miner is that this is a full ecosystem. Piggybank is just an underlying protocol that gives you the incentive to earn more pigs and BUSD, and that's it. This is a small part of the whole farm, and pigs is the governance token. So at the end of the day, when you generate pigs, you're better off keeping those tokens, because you're gonna have a governance vote into the farm, and also you can put them into the pig pen where you generate dividends in BUSD. So it's a win-win. It's not something that you're gonna earn and then you're gonna sell because that's how you profit. No, it's an ecosystem, right? So it goes on. It doesn't end there. That's the major part. That's what people keep forgetting, that we're not entering a miner here. We're entering a layer of the full ecosystem in order to generate more pigs, because the more pigs you have, the more control you have over the farm. Keep that in mind. And the fourth point that I want to discuss is the future use cases. I think the one that is coming up next is called the scratch tickets. I think labeled as scratchies, right? If I'm not mistaken. And that is basically a lottery in the form of scratch tickets that will use pigs, dogs, and drip as collateral. So they're gonna be BNB that is gonna be used to buy back pigs. And that is something that will help us raise the price floor eventually. So I can go on and on, but I chose these 4 points as basically the main criteria as to why people should detach the feeling of this is just a normal miner / minter and understand that this is just a small part of the whole ecosystem. Drip Animal Farm. Don't just play the short game, the small game, think bigger. Understand that I'm not here to get $1,000 off of my $1,000 investment, I want to keep going. And as history has proven, everything built by the Drip team is here to stay. As Drip stood the test of time with its 1 year, few months anniversary. So just keep that in mind whenever doubt comes into your head, and don't zoom in and don't stare at the price all day long. This could turn at any second. You never know. My prediction is that as soon as we run fully in the animal farm, as soon as dogs is fully operational, so I give it a week, maybe 10 days, then we're gonna start seeing a small reversal. Whenever we have scratches in place, this is gonna be a whole different story. That's why I have full faith, and that's why I have locked states. So yeah, again, think bigger. Alright, that's it from me today. Guys, I really hope you found this video useful, and I hope you will be changing your perception when it comes to DeFi in general and things that might appear too good to be true. Now, even though some might look the same on the outside, right, from a first look, but you have to dig deeper, right? Research more, research harder, go in depth. There's no shortage of information on the web. So try to diversify the information and understand how things work. And I hope I'll see you in the next one, because there will be more content coming your way. Everything crypto, everything DeFi. And as always, take care of your finances and trade responsibly. This was Roy, R38 Crypto. Thanks for watching.